Good morning, West Texas. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tim O'Brien. An absolutely bone-chilling start on this Thursday. Here at Fox West Texas, we're going to bring you winter weather alerts all morning long. Let's get right to it. Meteorologist Tavian Whitehurst joining us, taking a look. Tavian, those temperatures absolutely frigid this morning.
That's right. It is extremely cold outside. I stepped out there and I felt like I was back home, honestly. This is a type of cold I was not expecting getting down here to Texas, but it's pretty much going to be cold all day.
Yeah, look, I mean, at the end of the day, this is part of local news where it matters most. We see that line you're going to show here in just a moment, the southern portion of our viewing area. Maybe not as north as we once thought, but nonetheless, that cold front and some of the freezing temperatures and precipitation is moving through.
That's right. When we started out the beginning of the week, estimates had us pretty far up, even some of the snow reaching Abilene, but that has since changed drastically. The polygon slowly shifted further and further south, and is really only supposed to include a couple of the southern Concho Valley counties like Crockett, Sutton, Kimball County, areas like that. Something you should notice is that there's a winter weather advisory for South Central Texas and the areas directly south of us. Looking here in West Texas specifically, we're not seeing anything too crazy in the big country. We just have some intermittent cloud cover, partly cloudy skies, and dry air. But when we look a little further south, you can see this line where that snow is starting to appear on the radar. Convection is happening, and these storms are starting to come up right along this line, are going to continue to make their way to the northeast as we get through the rest of the day. So, we talked about how cold it is just 24 hours ago. So this time yesterday morning, we almost had a 20 to 30 degree difference. It is extremely cold, and we were even in the 40s and 50s back then. But if you want the actual proof on how cold it is, here we go. We got those current temperatures. You see it's still dark behind me, but we're still in the 20s throughout the area, and that wind chill is making it feel even colder. So what are we going to look at over these next couple of hours? We've got temperatures in the 20s right now. You see these little bits of snow starting to move their way up. That upward movement is just going to continue as we get through the day. You see some bits of snow, even a little bit of wintry mix. And that just kind of depends on what the upper levels are looking like in terms of temperature. If it's a little bit warmer above the surface, that's where we're going to get some more of that wintry mix. If it's cold all the way through from cloud to ground, that's where we're going to get all that snow. And once we hit noon, there's going to be a shift, and it's going to start making its way out of the area. Things are going to continue to calm down. You see around 4 o'clock, these last couple of pieces starting to make their way out to the southeast, and that's just going to continue as we get through the evening. So one more thing to worry about, it is windy, very, very windy, and that's the reason we have this super strong wind chill. Winds right now are still in that 15-mile-per-hour range. Gusts are getting up to, you see, 23 miles per hour right now. That can continue and even increase up to 25 as we get through the day. We're going to keep seeing gusts pretty much through the entire workday. They won't really be calming down until we get into the evening. That's not right there. But, I'll have more info as we're coming along. Those storms are going to continue to move their way north, and we will be watching them for you.
All right, Tavian, I think it's important right now to note, of course, the 4 Ps that meteorologists live by when temperatures drop below freezing.
Absolutely. We've got people, pets, plants, and pipes. So, of course, make sure you and your family are bundled up if you're outside, and if you're inside too, maybe get under a blanket if you can. Your pets and plants, make sure they're inside because it's freezing and they can get cold and unfortunately die if they stay out there in the cold temperatures that we're seeing. So bring them indoors to the heat. Your pipes, make sure that they are insulated and your home has your heat cranking because, again, it's just extremely chilly out there.
Can't forget about those pets, man. That's certainly, especially with the law passed here, not leaving your pet outside, not in these conditions anyway. Also, Tavian, we have a team on their way to Ozona as we speak. That looks like some of that freezing rain and snow right on that line.
Yep.
We will be with you every step of the way all morning. You can stay with us on our Fox West Texas mobile app, here on Facebook, and of course over the air on Fox West Texas. Tavian, again, we'll continue to monitor this situation closely. If anything arises, whether it's road conditions or school closures, we'll be here with you. In the meantime, we'll see you back here on Facebook in just a bit.
Yep.